you immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow. But we are right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative. He's just a grumpy old man. And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded chart. See you on the charts.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I'm going to say something that's maybe going to be controversial, but it's the truth. We're talking about a V-shaped recovery as though the economy was awesome right before this all happened. I think we had full employment, which was great, but we grew at 2.3% in 2019, and the stock market went up 30%. So the idea that we need a V-shaped recovery in order to either justify what the stock market has just done or will do into 2021 is just untrue. We grew at a compound average annual return of 11.5% for the S&P 500 over the last decade, while GDP growth averaged 2%. We had a 3% GDP growth rate in 2018, which was hot for this period, and the stock market fell 5%. There is no correlation whatsoever between average annual GDP growth and what the stock market does in any 12-month period.
And he's right. And again, we see this all the time, that you'll see these markets rally. Here, I'll give you an example. In the last, 12 days, or 12 weeks, 11 to 12 weeks, the stock market went up off those March lows and went up about 42%. That was about a gain of $8.5 trillion in just 11 weeks. Let's think about that for a moment. In 11 weeks, the value of the stock market went up $11.5 trillion, while the economy went down. So you see, this is, like I said yesterday, this is the reason you got to get rid of the Federal Reserve, because it's the Federal Reserve that is causing these bubbles. It's the Federal Reserve that's caused the dot-com bubble. And every time you have these bubbles and you make a fortune on the upside that people know what they're doing, like we do, but 99% of the people don't, they get slaughtered. And every time they create these bubbles for the very top 1 percentile to make a lot of money, and then they pull the trigger to let it go down again, killing 90% of the people in the market. That's ridiculous. They do it all the time. .com, let it go up. They pulled the trigger. It came right back down. The housing financial con, same thing. They created this bubble. The Federal Reserve creates these bubbles on purpose so that the very wealthy in this country can make a fortune with that bubble. And then they get ready, they pop it, and they let it come back down. And it's the everyday American that gets hurt. Even if he's not in the stock market, he gets hurt. The Federal Reserve really victimizes Main Street. You got to get rid of it. Now, our gang membership do very well with the creation of these bubbles. I shouldn't be complaining. We do very well. We made money in the dot-com bubble, the housing con bubble, the QE bubble, the one we're in now. But let's think about it again. So the market goes up in 11 weeks, 42%, 8.5 trillion. Now, who gets that money? Now, remember, this was against the backdrop. Let's talk about the backdrop behind this. While the market's going up 8.5 trillion in value in 11 weeks, okay, in 11 weeks, retail sales dropped the most ever in April. 40%. Or 8 million small businesses closed their doors, never to be opened again. Our GDP, the contraction in the second quarter, dropped by 38%. We have not seen that since the Great Depression. U.S. manufacturing sector dropped 50%. Construction's down 20% from its previous pre-recession high. Industrial production, the worst ever recorded. 42 million people unemployed. The national debt is now at a historic 26 trillion. In 2 months, the national debt has been going up 1 trillion a month. Household debt is at a historic 14 trillion. Corporate debt at a historic 9 trillion. But the market, in just 11 weeks, went up, let's talk about money, 8.5 trillion. And then why did the market drop yesterday? Everybody's, why did the market drop yesterday? They came up with all kinds of stories. Because it was profit-taking. Profit-taking. How many times did you hear me on the radio say to you how all the retail customers are getting in at the wrong time now? And I keep saying, okay, we're up Netflix. Let's sell them our stock. Ask my gang members. I kept saying it to them. Let's sell them our, here, you can have ours. Starbucks up 36%. So somebody gets in, starts buying stock, Starbucks, right at the peak, like they always do. Retail customers always get in at the wrong time. And I kept saying, here, you can have our stock. You can have our. A week ago, last Friday, we started to take profits. But think about what's going on. How the hell can this thing go up $8.5 trillion with that kind of backdrop? Nobody cares because the Federal Reserve will make sure it goes up. That's what they do. They create the bubble. So they just create this little pop. But at 8.5 trillion, who got that money? Who got that? The very, very wealthy. They got it. They got the money. That's who got it. The 1 percentile, the 1/100th of 1 percentile. They're the ones that got that money. Think about it this way here. Main Street didn't get any of that money. The top 1 percentile and the 1/100th of 1 percentile, think of it as 36,000 households. They split that money up. Their income is between $700,000 and $27 million a year. Their net worth is between $4 million and $111 million a year. Now let's think about that. They're the ones that picked up that money. So just think in terms of 36,000 households. We have 135 million households. So think about this. Main Street, with 135 million households, the average income before paying taxes is $42,000, so let's say $38,000 after paying taxes. Their net worth is about $5,000 if you don't put in their house. They have a total debt of $14 trillion in household debt, never mind their student debt and everything else. They got nothing. So 135 million households in this country did not share in that $8.5 trillion that was created in 11 weeks. Who got all that money? Was just 36,000 households. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. It's the Federal Reserve. That's what's wrong. They screw the working class American. They have been. They have been. See, think about inflation. They keep telling us there's no inflation. The Federal Reserve. Bunch of liars. Are you telling me the stock market going up 42% in 11 weeks is not inflation? Of course it's inflation. But see, they don't want to admit to inflation, because to admit to inflation, they'd have to raise rates. They don't want to raise rates because that goes against their own interest. They want to keep rates near zero all the time so that the very wealthy, 35,000 households, can benefit. Well, they screw 135 million households. So they should be raising rates. He came out yesterday and said, I'm not going to raise rates. I'm going to keep rates this low to 2020. Wait a minute. How does that help Main Street? It doesn't. So if you're going to make money, you better join my gang and catch these rallies to bust. And we'll catch them on the way down, too. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow. But we are right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative. He's just a grumpy old man. And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded chart. See you on the chart.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. A lot of people right now are jumping in the market, or they did the other day when they saw the market go up. And remember why the market went up. It was all BS. We had that rally because, first of all, the rally began with all this printing of money that they were injecting into the economy and the stock market, into the PP program, all these other programs, $215 billion a day, of which about, I think it was $15 billion a day goes into the stock market. I'll double check that number, but I think it's about $15 billion a day. They say here, they take the five biggest banks, give them the money, and tell them just go buy the stocks and start buying, especially the bank stocks. The bank stocks are totally destroyed. The bank stocks are over. You can't sustain this rally. You can't sustain any rally when the bank stocks have had it. And I've been telling you this all along. The bank stocks aren't leading. You need the bank stocks. The bank stocks are the economy. That's our economy. And when the bank stocks are not leading, are having trouble, when Powell came out and said the other day, he says, no longer will the banks have to put aside any money for bad loans, called reserves. Do you know what he was saying? He was saying the banks are so bad. First of all, how do banks make money when you're always keeping rates at zero? How do you make money at zero rates? You can't. But it means the banks are so bad they don't have enough money. They don't have enough money, okay, to operate the bank at night. And no one's reporting this. I've seen it maybe once or twice in the Wall Street Journal, but nobody else. At night, the banks, the Federal Reserve goes in at night with all the banks. They act as a lender, as a pawn shop. They'll buy from them whatever they have, mortgage-backed securities, treasuries, accounts receivable so the bank can have enough money to open in the next morning. They do this every night. So the banks have never been fixed. These banks are insolvent and they're being propped up every day. That's why this market is going to have one hell of a time after we had this big rally off the bottom in March. And it was all done by, remember, it was all done because of the printing of money that went into the economy, the stock market, to push it up. And then we had then we had the fake job numbers last Friday. That was the cherry on the ice cream sundae. That fake job number. So fake it was incredible. People still don't get it. I still hear people on TV and radio talking, oh, I wouldn't have a great job number. Great job numbers. 7.5 million people out of work in April, and you count them as working. 4.5 million people out of work in May, and you count them as working. You place them under discouraged workers. This way, you don't have to say that they're unemployed. That way, you can rig the unemployment, which they did. Are you kidding? This is what they're doing. So, the beautiful thing about what we do, it doesn't matter to us what the Federal Reserve is doing. It doesn't matter they're pumping money in when they shouldn't be. It doesn't matter they're destroying the economy while the market keeps going up. Because we follow the trend. And I designed my color-coded chart to follow the trend. And when I say you don't have to do anything, what that means is that every day at 2 o'clock Eastern Time, Steve, who's the head of our educational department, and his team, at 2, they post the stocks, the portfolio of stocks. You make a decision which one you want to follow. If you just follow that video, if you decide it's gold, follow that video. Or if you decide it's IBM, or you decide it's Citi, or whatever you decide which one you want to follow, do exactly what that video says. That's what I mean. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to learn about stocks. You don't have to learn about PE ratios. You don't have to learn anything. All you know is when we tell you on that video, we want you to add to your position. We want you to take some profits. Don't take them all, take some. 2 days later, we say, okay, let's add some more. Next day, let's add some more. And then the next day, we may say, okay, you know what? I think it's time that we take half these shares off because of this and that. All you do is follow the instructions. And that's what I mean when I say you don't have to do a thing. I mean, you got to place your order, of course, online. Whoever you decide to have an online broker, you got to place an order. I mean, you got to do something. But my point is, you haven't got to do anything in the way of researching. Nothing. You don't need to research a thing because the Federal Reserve has intervened. They've been intervening now for 12 years. This is no more a free market. It's a casino. And look at the money you would have made. And think of the money you're going to make on the way back down. We are going to be testing these lows. And gold is going to go through the roof. Gold, right now, I pointed out to my members today, I said, look at gold, GLD, we put it up. Matter of fact, if you want to go to my site, fiscal.com, if you have a mobile device, I'm doing it right now. If you go to my site right now, and I'm going to point out to you, I'll show you. You know that gold is the best performing of all the 11 groups. There's 11 groups in the S&P. There's 11 of them. Okay, and if you put up the banks, I mean, if you put up the GLD, and I'm going to do it right now for you, and I'm going to put a white line right across it right here, GLD. I'm going to put it right across it. It's at 162.91, okay? Now I'm going to go down through the 11 sectors. And we do this every morning. So let's go look at RWR, okay? That is our REITs. Much stronger than the REITs. Much stronger than materials. Look at this. Much stronger than the healthcare. Much stronger than industrials. Much stronger than consumer staples. Every one. Gold is outpacing every one of the 11 sectors that make up the S&P. And you're not in gold? Now, we'll tell you when to get in. We'll tell you when to add. We'll tell you when to get out. As I say, you haven't got to do a thing. You just got to place your order, obviously. Join my gang free for 10 days. You'll see, it works. It works. We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. The fastest drop in history, 3,000 points in 3 days. Wow. But we are right there with my color-coded chart. How many times did you say, listening to me, boy, he's negative. He's just a grumpy old man. And I kept telling you this would happen. And with my color-coded chart, it worked. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where you get the color-coded chart and you get my membership free for 10 days. And the best thing is this, that you can, without any work at all, at 2 o'clock, go to my site. We have a video posted of our portfolio stocks. Just select which one you want to follow. Every day, we tell you exactly what to do based on the color-coded chart. If you just follow those instructions to a T, then you're going to have the highest probability of being successful. Check it out, philsgang.com. Get it free for 10 days, the membership and the color-coded charts. See you on the charts.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market. He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart, color-coded chart, tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart, and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, We recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, what people don't realize, and I got my chart up right now, and if you got a mobile device, you can see this. Go to my site, philsgang.com. And I put up the stock market rallies we've had. And you can see the dot-com rally went up, came down. The housing con rally went up, came down. The dot-com rally went up and did not come down. It kept going because it's the first time ever. The dot-com rally stopped at 15,000, backed off again. Went back up on the housing con, stopped at 15,000, backed off. QE went up to 15,000, was ready to break. But no. They decided that they wanted to keep this going. The greed was so heavy, so deep, that they knew they could keep this thing going. They didn't care about the economy. See, they took a wicked turn. At least with the dot-com and the housing con, they still were at least trying to take care of the economy, trying to help workers, trying to help the people. No, not this group. Not this group. When Obama got in there and the guys he had around him, they cared about one thing: make money at all costs. What does that mean? When you make these bubbles, the Federal Reserve creates these by printing money and buying stocks while the economy is going down. I mean, think about it. How could our stock market be going up $8.5 trillion in 11 weeks and our growth was collapsing? Our GDP growth was, our earnings were collapsing by 30%. Our earnings. The stock kept going up. Why? Because the Federal Reserve intervened, printed money, decided what stocks they want to buy, and move it up. No more did they care about. When I say to you, you don't have to do a thing. When I'm saying you used to have to go fair. What's the PE ratio? What's the price to sales? What's the price to books? What's the return on assets? What's the return on equity? What's the free cash flow before you bought the stock? You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is just get to pick whatever stock that's in our portfolio that has a video and follow it to the T at the end of 10 days. And during the 10 days, don't even use money. Don't use money. Use paper. Put it on paper. The American public who makes, think about this, we have 135 million jobs, 135 million workforce. They 50% after paying taxes make $28,000 a year. 50% of our workforce. So if you want to make it look better, then why don't we just put everybody's in the workforce. People are making $2.25, $80,000, $60,000, $28,000. We'll put them all together, mix it up, and it averages $42,000 before taxes, say $38,000. So our average person in the United States makes $38,000 a year after taxes. They're screwing them. These people are getting so hurt because every time they print money, that means what? That means you have a big drop in the value of your money. That is terrible. It is terrible. Your dollar goes down. I mean, think what Powell said. Powell's sitting there saying, I am not going to raise rates for 2 more years. So what he's saying is, I'm going to keep taxing you, the American worker who just wants a good job, He wants to do the right thing every day, who's struggling, he and his wife, to try to make between them 65, 70,000 a year, struggling. And he kills you because he says, no, we're not going to fight inflation, which is a brutal tax. He's not going to fight inflation. And he comes right out and tells us, oh, guess what? No more reserves for the bank. Because the banks are doing so bad. No more, they're doing so bad, the banks. They need every bit of cash they have to keep operating. Are you kidding me? Powell announced this. No rate hikes until 2022. So he's telling you he's going to keep taxing you. The consequences are so severe when you don't fight inflation, especially when you got the American people, as I say, who are making on average 40 grand a year. Insane. This is crazy. The consequences are so severe. Inflation, remember, is a job killer. It affects our standard of living. It erodes the purchasing power of our dollar. If you have an adjustable rate mortgage, it's going to increase. Now, who does it benefit? It benefits those top 1 percentile and the 1/100th of 1 percentile. That's 36,000 households compared to the 135 million households of the working guy, okay? Main Street. So think who it benefits. The smallest group. So Powell is taking care of the smallest group. They've been doing this since 2008. They're taking care of the guy with an annual income of $700,000 to $27 million. They're not taking care of the average income of an individual of $38,000. They're going to take care of the person who makes $700,000 a year, minimum. Something's wrong. And Powell admits it. It's just crazy. So I can't fix that. But here's what we can do. If they're going to, here, let's take, for example, I got to play this here. Here's Kramer on Lulu. And you can go to my site. I got Lulu up right now if you want to see it.
I think you should buy a stock like Lululemon because it's most likely going to be up a few months from now because it's such a great brand. And it did well.
Now, he says it's going to likely be up a few months from now. How does he know that? It's a good brand. Well, they're all good brands. What the hell are you talking about? It's a good brand. But if you take a look at the stocks, let me get that symbol again. LU. Hold on, I'll put it up. I'm going to put it up for you so you can see it. If you got a mobile device, you go to my site and you'll see it. Let's get it up here. LU. Let's get it up. And if you look at this thing, okay, this thing is rolling over. It's rolling over. Money's coming out of it. You wouldn't buy it today. You should have bought it. My members bought Lulu when it was around $160. And then they got out of this thing when it was around $320. That's about a 75% gain. My members had about a 75% gain. Now they got out. Now they're getting ready to short it to go the other way if it goes down. Or if it doesn't go down, they're going to wait until it breaks out. In any case, you should not be buying that stock today. That's how we help you. That's how we help you. So you never make that wrong mistake. Somebody's always helping, telling you exactly what to do. And all we ask you, remember the kids at St. Jude. That's all. That's all. Here, listen to this. This is something else here. This is crazy. Mnuchin. Listen to what he's saying.
There's only about 1.6 trillion of that money actually in the economy. So, over the next month, you're going to see over another $1 trillion pumped into the economy.
So it's just crazy. So he said, I'm going to print another $1 trillion. Put it in they just keep printing and printing and printing. Keep pushing the money into stocks. Keep pushing the stocks up. The stocks are going up when the companies are losing money. Hertz went up 100% when Hertz filed bankruptcy. There's other companies that are filing bankruptcy. Stock keeps going up because they keep running this casino. And you got to be doing this. You got to be in this. You'll never see this again. And guess what? How are they ever going to get out of this situation? They can't. So what's going to happen? The economy is going to get worse and worse and worse. till this thing implodes, okay? And it will. And we'll catch it all the way down. My members who caught it on the way up with the same ease, we're going to catch it all the way down. And as I say, you haven't got to do a thing except at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, your stock is posted with a video if you do exactly what it tells you to do. So try it for 10 days. It's free. Please try it. And if you decide to stay after 10 days, remember to help St. Jude when you're making some money. Be right back after this break. These people are nuts.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. How many times did you say, boy, he's negative about the stock market? He's just a grumpy old man. Well, it proved out I was correct. Myself and my chart, color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell. Hey, it's free for 10 days. Check it out. You get the color-coded chart, and you get my membership. Both free for 10 days. This time, you're not going to be surprised when the market crashes. You will be positioned perfectly. Check it out, philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. I want you to listen to this. Listen to this right here, what this nutcase is saying. Here we go, right here.
But let's also not forget, Moderna is making progress, J&J is making progress, Regeneron is making progress, all on the vaccines. So I think that we've got to keep it all into context. Again, we could maybe pause here. I'm just going to wait and let the dust settle and see where we are on these vaccines and testing. And
no, I don't care about where we are on the vaccines and the testing. Let me tell you what my members are concerned about. Put up Johnson & Johnson. Oh, it's already up. We got Johnson & Johnson up. Take a look at this. Go to my site. If you have a mobile device, you can see this. Look at this. My members, I just gave them, I just sent an out alert to put an advance order for a short just underneath the 200-day moving average, about 139. Look at it. It turned beautiful. It's red. But now let's go down to the bottom because we have to make sure it works with the corresponding number. And it's under 68. That's beautiful. Anytime it's red, that means institutions are pulling their money out. And these two lines here, okay, we have to cross-check those. And when those are underneath 68 and it's red up here, that means you got a high probability of a very big success of making at least a 10% return. And that's called shorting. See, you don't have to do anything. We do it all for you. See, we'll post it and tell you exactly what to do. Now, what you've got to do, obviously, I don't have your money. You got to open an account somewhere with some online broker, and you're going to have to place the order with them. That's when I say you don't have to do anything. We do all the thinking here, okay? You don't have to worry about PE ratios. You don't have to worry about margins. You don't have to worry about free cash flow. You don't have to worry about any of it. And then after you do this a while, you can do it on your own by just using the color-coded chart. And if you don't think it works, I'm challenging you for 10 days. Take the chart. It's free. And just follow our portfolio of stocks. And what we tell you to do, just do it. So that's a beautiful one. And so what she's saying, she's talking about these vaccines. What difference does it make? I don't know which vaccine is going to be approved or not. I'm just sitting there. Sitting there doing what? What the hell are you going to do? What I'm going to do, and my members are going to do on Johnson & Johnson, we placed an order called an advance. And when that drops to that certain point, we'll get filled, and we'll probably make a nice 10, 15, maybe even a 20% return. High probability of it. Because the color-coded chart tells you everything you need to know. What makes stocks go up is money. That's why the Federal Reserve, which is no more federal than the Federal Express, these gangsters, what they're doing is taking advantage now for the last 12 years, just keep printing money, choose the stocks that they want to put money in, and to rally them. Stocks don't go up anymore because of profits. It doesn't go up because a company is getting more market share. It doesn't go up because their PE ratios are better. It doesn't go up because their management's doing better. It has nothing to do with it. It's going up because it turned green, because it means money is going in. Enough money's going in. And we take advantage of that. And when that starts turning red, and we know that's it, then we take our profits. Then we wait, let it turn red again, and then we'll make money on the way down. And we'll sell it short with the same ease as we did buying the stock. For 10 days, you can prove me wrong. It works. And mostly all people who try this, they'll say, I wish I'd done this years ago. Wish I did this years ago. All right, so here we are. As I said, they had a big profit taking on yesterday. When he spoke, Powell spoke yesterday, it was nuts what he was saying. It was crazy what he was saying. And I told my members when the market started to drop on the open, I said, don't chase it. It's going to stop. And then it's going to consolidate. It may consolidate for a few weeks, may consolidate for the summer within a 6% range. Exactly what I said happened. Exactly what I said happened. So now we're in this narrow range of about 5-6%. 5-6%. We're no man's land. But guess what? We are going to be prepared, so no matter what direction the stock goes, we're going to make money. If it goes down, we're going to make even more money. Look, the Federal Reserve QE program has destroyed our economy and has made a lot of people rich in the stock market doing it. I'm surprised that Trump hasn't gotten rid of the Federal Reserve, abolish it. It has to be abolished because we need to go back to the gold standard. We need to make sure every dollar that's printed has a dollar of gold, or they can't print that money, or you can't retire. Why do you think they talk about retirement, talk about 401ks? If 401ks were so good, then why do we have such an emergency? Why are retirees still working? We have such a problem in retirement because people have to stay and work because their 401ks don't work anymore. The expenses are way too high. But I'll never convince you of that. They spend billions of dollars to make you think it's a wonderful thing. And they always suck you in on the match. You get matched. You get matched. But you don't understand. The 401k is a partnership between your company and the mutual fund family or insurance company that sells that company the mutual fund. So you sign up for your 401k, you have to have a mutual fund that goes inside that 401k. The company and the people who provide the mutual funds are partners. They become partners. And they're going to make sure that they guide you to the worst performing mutual fund. The more they guide you to the worst performing mutual, the bigger kickback the company gets. And you sit there, you don't know anything about it. Most people don't even know there's 27 hidden fees. So you're not going to make money with 401ks at the end of the day. The proof is we have a retirement crisis. There's the proof. And there's such wealth disparity. It's impossible. Think about it. This QE program for the last 12 years to push these stocks up has created such a wealth gap. I have to laugh. I was listening to Maria Bartiromo's show the other day. Oh, there's no income inequality. Are you nuts? We've never seen income inequality this bad between Wall Street and Main Street. We have a middle class that's shrinking, all because of the Federal Reserve. So you know what? We're not going to fight it. We're going to join them. And when the stock market starts going back up again, remember what happened? The market went down 1,800. We had an 1,800-point sell-off yesterday. That was profit-taking. Had nothing to do with the virus. The story was, well, the virus is starting up again. No! We were told that by the experts, that what was going to happen, they would see the numbers going up because the amount of tests have quadrupled now. They've increased the number of tests, so they told us this would happen. It has nothing to do with that. Was a big lie yesterday. It had to do with the Federal Reserve pumping in all this money, and it pushed the stock market up 42% or $8.5 trillion in profits. And the big institutions went in and grabbed that money, just like we did. But what we do is we look on our chart. And any of the stocks we're in, when it turned green, we know, all right, we buy. When it starts turning red, we sell. Look, the one thing that I can't fix for you, okay, is the Federal Reserve. I can't fix this terrible situation. They keep lying and telling us that this quantitative easing, what they're doing, is creating growth. It isn't creating growth in the economy. The economy's not growing. What's growing is our debt. So you have to, if you're going to retire, you have to depend more and more on the market, not the 401k. You'll never make money. Because at the end of the day, you never get out of that 401k. You get caught in every crash. How did it feel when you got caught in March? When it started in February and the S&P started to collapse. Isn't that a terrible feeling? You're sitting there, you can't do a thing. Yes, you can with us. You can make money on the way down. I mean, think how terrible that was. On that day when we came in here that Monday morning, February 24th. We saw a terrific opportunity. Everybody else was panicking. Hey, join my gang, free for 10 days. Get your chart, get your membership. Please help St. Jude when you do make money. See you at the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.